Hey everyone, my name is Lindsay and welcome back to my YouTube channel. So for today's video, I'm going to be filming a stats video because it has been super requested ever since I posted my college decision reactions video. So basically this is going to be on my GPA, classes I took, SAT, ACT scores, and my extracurriculars. So if you're interested in any of that, just keep on watching. So the first thing I'm going to talk about is my ACT score. So basically, I'm guessing if you're watching this, you know there's the SAT and the ACT. So the SAT has 2 sections and it's out of 1600, and the ACT has 4 sections and it's out of 36. So the ACT is more like math and science based, which is like the type of student and like learner I am. So I did tend to take a lot more math and science courses and like the social studies, English, humanities courses at my school, and I'm a more math and science person, and those are my strengths. So I decided to take the ACT. I took the ACT 3 times and I got a 31. I took it the beginning October of my junior year, April of my junior year, and then October of my senior year. Really recommend taking the test early and often. I wouldn't take it every time it's offered, but I think when you take it early, it gives you a lot more time to practice and like look at your baseline and see what you have to improve on, because like before you send scores to colleges. So basically the first time we take that SAT is April of our junior year. So a lot of people take April of their junior year, don't find out until like May or June what their score is, and then they apply to schools that November, and there's not testing in the summer. So it gives you really only one other opportunity to take the test and like practice on it. So that's why I suggest taking it early. I didn't study as much as I like wish I would looking back on it now, because I feel like I could have done a lot better. And the last time I took an ACT study group through my school, and that seemed to help a lot. But anyways, I'll just give you like the little rundown. So I'm very good at math, but I did like not as well as I hoped I would have on this in the math section. So I got a 29 on my math, a 36 on the reading, a 33 on the science, and a 27 on the English. I am not very good at English at all, so I'm not surprised there, but it had been a lot lower. But I did progressively get better at the English section as I took it. I took the SAT at my school once, but I honestly don't remember what I got. So now let's talk about my classes. So I know at a bunch of high schools, they have like 7 to 8 classes a day, and then you switch what order your classes in, and you have those classes like all year or something similar to that. But at my school, we have 4 blocks. So we have 4 80-minute classes, the same order, same everything every day for a semester, and then you switch and do another 4 next semester, like the next semester. Total, I took 12 or 13 honors classes. And then I took 4 AP classes. So at my school, AP classes are a year long. So it goes like, for example, if you had chemistry, it would be like honors chemistry, honors chemistry first semester, and then AP chemistry would be the second semester, but it'd be like the same class. So you can either take the full thing or just half and half. The AP classes I did take were AP Chem, AP Calc, AP Stats, and AP Physics. So on my AP Chem tests, I did really bad. I didn't send this to colleges. I got a 2 on that, and I took that my sophomore year. And then my junior year, I took AP Calc, and I took AB Calc, and I got a 5. And then AP Stats and AP Physics, I took AP Stats my first semester. That's one of the only classes that isn't a year long. And then I'm taking AP Physics right now, so I don't know what I'm going to get on those, but I think I'm going to do pretty good. But yeah, it doesn't really matter anymore. I took the first part of AP Bio, but I didn't really like it that much and didn't interest me, so I just didn't take the second half. I took every math class at my high school. So then I did take a dual enrollment linear algebra class at a local college. So I think that helped me a lot, because it's all business schools, and so a lot of business schools want like heavy math and stuff, and I did take a bunch of math. I took AP Calc, AP Stats, and then a dual enrollment math class on top of that. So I think that did help me a lot. For my GPA, my school doesn't weight grades, and we don't rank, so I can't tell you like what I ranked out of my class. But we had like a 3.7 GPA unweighted. My school gone through a bunch of different grading systems, so me personally, I've had 3 different grading systems in 4 years. So my transcript is very messy. It isn't as high because it has the kinks out, and like the grades aren't like completely standard across the board. It's like really confusing. But my school goes like, you don't get like 90s or anything. You get like 1 through 4 is what you can get. So like 4 is like exceeding the standard, 3 is meeting the standard, 2 is partially meeting, and 1 is working towards. I don't really know. Freshman year we had regular grades for half the year, and then we went to some
3s, 1, 2, 3, 4, but like it was like if you're doing 75% of this, you get like this grade. You get this, like it was only at a certain section of grades.
It was really, really confusing, and so I don't get how colleges look at that. But I think one of the reasons I didn't get into the University of Georgia is because they don't count honors classes any different than like regular classes, and they don't do minuses. So basically, every class I got like a 3.4 in or something. It would have to go into my GPA at the Georgia when they recalculate it as a 3.0. So that either did like a 3 or 4. And if I'm just talking about that, but in my opinion, like proficiency, like what my school does is kind of like, it makes like C students B students and like A students B students, so it's kind of like helping everybody out, like educational welfare almost. I'm not like putting down the system, but it's just like, it's gotten good. Like it's gotten to be consistent, and like it's working well now, but in the process of doing it, my class was like the guinea pig, so we kind of got screwed over a little bit when it came to like grading and stuff, because it was confusing. I hated it. But I do feel like the private universities and institutions like looked more deeply into like my schedule and like the curriculum I took and like the strength of my classes and blah blah blah, like how that correlated with what I wanted to do a little bit more than the state schools did. Because even at UNH, I got less scholarship money than my sister did when she applied there, and my scores and GPA and stuff are a lot better than my sister's, but she had a normal grading system and mine was all messed up and weird and blah. I don't know. So I'm going to talk about my extracurriculars. So I feel like my extracurriculars is what really made my application stand out a little bit more than other people. I didn't necessarily do a lot of extracurriculars, but I was very involved with all the extracurricular organizations I was a part of. I do play softball. I've been on the varsity softball team, 4-year starter, and I've been a captain for 3 years. So my sophomore, junior, and senior year, I'm a captain, and that's just like a big thing I do. It's my favorite sport. And then my freshman and sophomore year, I didn't do anything in the winter, and I decided to play basketball my junior and senior year. So I played varsity basketball for those 2 years, and I was the SCAR athlete non-academic team for my conference. Do a travel softball team based like 3 hours away from where I live, and I do that all summer, and we go all over like New England and play tournaments and stuff. Pretty cool. And then I did a fall basketball league my junior and senior year. So I've always like kind of been doing something, even if it wasn't like directly with school. School at my chapter of National Honor Society, you have to be a junior. I don't know if that's at every school. I really don't know. But you have to be a junior, have a 3.5, and like you have to go through this panel of like teacher judges and stuff. But I am an NHS, and then this year I got voted an officer of NHS, so we have 3 officers, and they like help run meetings, help plan and organize events, and do like one leadership position I do hold in one of these groups. Another one, I am a part of my school student council, so me and my friend are like really involved in our school student council. So we like plan Spirit Week, pep rallies. We do a bunch of different fundraisers for different organizations and fundraisers for ourselves to help put back into making the school like a better environment that kids will want to be in. Fundraise for Hurricane Harvey victims, our local food pantry, Make-A-Wish, there's more. It can go on. And so I think that's one of the things. I talked a lot about student council in my supplemental essays. I was on the hearing committee, so basically that's like a disciplinary committee, and so like it's like students and staff and faculty and like administrators and stuff, and we like hear what people have to say. It got voted in by like the student body and stuff, so that was pretty cool, and I did that. I do a decent amount of community service, so I am really involved with like a local sports organization here. I do like basketball clinics in the winter, basketball camps in the summer. I work at the Little League games, the basketball tournaments, and then I also did a night sky festival with my chemistry teacher. I did the night sky festival with my chemistry teacher for 2 years, and then I've done Relay for Life and the American Cancer Society. I've done things for them for a long time too. So basically those are all my stats, my GPA, my scores, blah, blah, blah. But I just wanted to give a little bit of advice at the end of this video. So to me, I think one of the #1 things on your college application, if your school has them, is supplemental essays. So I spent a really long time on my Boston College supplemental essay, and I think that's one of the things that helped push me over the edge to getting in. So I would say, like, you need to know a lot about the topic that you're talking about. So if it's like a why blank, like why this college, don't just talk about like the area or stuff like that. Go into like specific programs and like go on their webpage, find specific programs that college has that interest you. Like bring up personal experiences and relate those programs to personal experiences you've had in high school. College has this financial services thing called Consult Your Community, so you can go out into the community and help give them like financial services. To all the community service I've done, and then how I want to be in business. And I definitely think supplements are a big part because it is a topic the school like directly wants you to address, and they chose it for a specific reason, and they want to hear your opinions on those. It's not just like the Common App essay where you can talk about whatever you want. They want to know this question, and that's why. So I think they do look a lot of those. I don't really know. I'm not like a admissions counselor, but that's just my opinion because I did have a harder time with Villanova's essay, thinking of an idea and stuff like that, and it didn't like fit as well into me personally as Boston College's did. Again, take your tests early. Like can't stress that enough. Like take them early. If you're strong in one subject, do a lot in that one subject and like let them know like this is what I want to do. Anyways, those are my stats. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching. Be sure to like, subscribe, and comment down below any video. Oh my god, comment down below any video suggestions you may have. That's all I have for today, so bye.